pieces that go into just starting this webinar. All right, so I'm going to make this live. And okay. Hello replay viewers. I'm not sure if this is going to be the replay or if the first one is, but refresh screen to start. Okay. I want to make sure everyone in the chat box knows that I am live. And okay, so my chat box is a little slow. All right. Hey guys, if you can see me, awesome. Right now I'm making sure that everyone in the chat box can see. Sorry about the technical issues. Give me just a minute here to get my bearings. I appreciate everyone who's on. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me make sure that they were able to refresh their screen. Sorry about that. I just want to make sure everyone knows to refresh the screen to start. Okay, there we go. All right, Periscope, I'm heading off in a minute, so go to brandonblossom.com/workshop to go check out the broadcast. All right, I'll see you guys later. Okay. All right. I guess I'll go ahead and get started. The chat box is acting up. I am so sorry about that. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should just use I'll just use the workshop page. I'm so sorry, you guys. I accidentally loaded the webinar in Safari. Do not ever do a webinar in Safari. That is like the worst thing you could do. But I want to make sure that everyone who's in here can see me. If you guys can see me, go ahead and say hello say hi in the chat box. Okay. Webinar has started. Refresh your screen. I want to make sure that goes through. Yep. And of course, my chat decides it doesn't want to work. Of course. Well, there's a few of you on here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so my name is Stacy Barnes, and I am a marketing strategist for makers of handmade goods. I help people who make goods make money with marketing. And okay, it looks like it went through. Unknown error. Of course. Why does this happen? Today's presentation is all going to be about social media marketing, and it's designed for people with handmade businesses because there is a ton of information on how to use social media for digital products, for people who are coaches, consultants who sell ebooks and things like that. And that is not at all the same way that you want to market to your, that's not how you want to market your handcrafted, handmade products. So I don't know what's going on. Of course. This chat, I want everyone to know it's started and I can't do it because of a web error. Let me try this. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, you guys. There's people in the chat and I don't think they realize it's starting. Anyways. All right. So hopefully you guys will realize to refresh the screen and start. I normally did not have any of this problems this morning, and all of a sudden today I decided I wanted to do that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in straight to the content. I'll skip over all of the fluffy stuff for the beginning and just go right in it. All right. Let me go ahead and do a screen share. Oh, good. Finally, it went through. Okay, view. Let's do a screen share. Screen share my screen. Welcome to the Marketing with Social Media. All right, so during this workshop, we'll talk about why social media works, how to do a social media audit, and then what native posting means and why it matters why it matters, basically. And then we'll talk about why promoting with price discounts is going to kill your business. And I'll talk about the fastest way to grow your followers. All right, so let's go right in it. I'm actually going to skip about me. You guys can read about me later, but I am a marketing strategist and a UF graduate, spent 10 years in retail, used to be a wedding photographer. Then I had my daughter became a creative business consultant, and now I'm a marketing strategist for makers. So that's just me real quick. Usually I take a little bit of time with that, but I know you guys want to get started. So let's talk about why social media works. First of all, it's free. So it's effective because it's a great way to promote your business without paying a whole lot of money, unless you decide to invest in Facebook ads. But this workshop is not about Facebook ads. But in essence, it's free, and it's a virtual word of mouth. So word of mouth marketing strategy is great because when somebody recommends you to somebody else, or even somebody just shares it, or let's say you see on Instagram sometimes people tagging each other, telling them about your product, that warms them up to your business a lot better than if you were just some random person popping up in their feed. And that is because when somebody like say there's a restaurant that somebody recommended to you or mentioned to you, oh, hey, try that Chinese restaurant on, whatever, G Street. And then there's passing by that same restaurant on G Street and never hearing about it before. You have no idea if that restaurant's any good, but because your friend said, hey, go check this out, you're a lot warmer to it. And that's why social media is so effective, is it warms people up to you a lot faster than if you were just, if people had no idea who you were. And then people start to know, like, and trust you without ever having to meet you. And of course, it links to your sales site. So your Facebook, your Instagram, you link it all back to your website where you have your sales page, and people can purchase right from your social media site as long as you link back to your website. Okay. Social media audit. Okay, this is kind of the stuff that people tend to ignore because they don't see immediate results, but you want to do this because if you want to be a credible brand in the long run, you want to have this in place before you start getting a whole lot of followers. If you have a whole lot of followers and you're inconsistent and you're posting irrelevant content, then you'll start to lose those followers because you don't have that same credibility as you would as somebody who has consistent posting. Okay, perfect. You guys can see me and you guys can work in the chat. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Okay, let me go ahead and switch screens for just a minute so you're going to see me pop on. All right, so I'm going to go to the social media marketing checklist, which is what you guys got when you first signed up for the workshop. It's below the video if you guys want to download that. You don't need to click on it right now. I'm going to go ahead and do a screen share so you guys don't have to worry about leaving the screen. But I just want to let you know that it's there if you want to download it. Okay, so let's go to view. I'm in the wrong. Okay, there we go. Let's go to screen share. And I'm going to share with you the checklist. And then I'll talk about how to use the checklist. So you might have gone through it already. If not, no big deal. I'll go and talk to you about what's important inside of this checklist and how to use it. Okay, so this social media checklist, it's a simple yet very effective tool that creates confidence with your customers and allows them to find your store quickly and easily using any social media. So whether you're on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, they can find you real easy. Okay, so I have a thought in my head and I wanted to share with you guys. So I'm going to actually stop this for a second. Okay, so I know this is kind of random. I'm in the middle of a presentation and I just thought of something that I want to tell you guys. Okay, what some people tend to do is they tend to rely on one place to get all of their followers. They'll rely just on Etsy, their Etsy store, and that's where all of their customers are. Or they'll rely just on Instagram, and that's where all of their followers are. You want to have a presence on at least 3 different mediums. So you want to have your Etsy store, you want to have your Instagram, and you want to have your Facebook. And you don't necessarily have to be super active on all 3 of them. But you want to kind of diversify yourself, because let's say you're selling on Etsy, you don't have an Instagram account, you don't have a Facebook account, and all of a sudden Etsy goes down. Let's say something happens and either Etsy's not relevant anymore or their site crashes and it's down for weeks, something happens and your Etsy site's gone. Where are all your customers? They're not able to access you because the Etsy site's down. And If that's where your source of business is, strictly on Etsy, then you're strictly on Instagram or strictly on Facebook, and one of those platforms goes down, then you're out of luck. You're up the creek without a paddle. There's my Southern roots coming out. But so you want to be on these different social media platforms because you want to have your customers, especially your core customers, be able to find you in case they want to buy from you. And if you're on one platform and you rely solely on that platform, let's say Instagram, then if they have no idea that you exist anywhere else, there's no way for them to contact you. So that's kind of the reason why you want to be on at least 3 different mediums. You don't need to be super active. You just need to link to, I guess your core website, or at least let people know what your other social media links are. But you definitely want to diversify. So in case any of those go down, people can still find you. Okay, let's go back to the checklist. Let's do a screen share. Okay. All right. So here we're going to have your business name, your name and your business name. And before you actually do the checklist, so this is the checklist. This is the actual make sure that everything is in order checklist. You want to fill this out first. You want to make sure that your name is consistent on all of your sites. So if you're doing business, make sure to use the same name on everything. For example, if you're married, let's say for me, my maiden name is Alberto. So I don't want to put Stacy Alberto on one site and then do Stacy Barnes on another site. That confuses people, and you want to avoid confusing people as much as possible. Keep the same name everywhere. So that way, if somebody goes to contact you and they're like, wait, is this Stacy Alberto who owns this, or is it Stacy Barnes? I'm not sure. Well, it's the same person, but according to the 2 different websites, it's a different name. So you're just confusing people. All right. So make sure also that your business name is the same. Let me just take a sip of water real quick. Okay. So make sure that your business name is the same as well. Some people may have different variations of their name. For me, mine is just Wiccan Wonder. I always use Wiccan Wonder as my company name. I don't use Wiccan Wonder Candles or Wiccan Wonder Candle Company. Some people might have a tendency to use those variations. Again, it can start to get a little confusing. It's just a small differentiation, but you want to be careful of that. You want to be aware that consistency creates confidence in your customers, because when they see you using the same name, it's a lot easier for them to remember than just, is it Wiccan Wonder? Or is it Wiccan Wonder Candle Company? I don't remember. So avoid confusing your customers as much as possible. All right. And then have a central website address if you possibly can. So I have wiccanwonder.com, which, to be honest, is not the best example of a website because I currently don't have any inventory. But essentially my point is that you want that .com, and instead of using like the Etsy.com, because sometimes you have no inventory on your Etsy site, or Etsy, for whatever reasons, your post expires and you forget. So you want to have a place that people can go back to so they can look at your product. So let's say, for example, that you're on vacation, and so none of your product is going to show up inside of your website. But let's say you say you're on vacation, but you can go to wiccanwonder.com to check it out. So that way they can see what you're all about. People who have found you on Etsy, they can still find out what you're all about because you have a separate website. So that separate website is going to, have links to all of your social media accounts. So you're on vacation, they can still follow you on Facebook, on Instagram. They can still follow you while you're on vacation. And then that way, when you do come back, they know that you're back. So I know there's a thing on Etsy that says notify me when shop owner returns. You can do that, but I'm pretty sure that most people ignore that. So if they're following you on social media, then you can say, hey, I've returned, and you'll pop up on their feed. And then, when you're ready to sell, then you'll have product for them. Whereas if you just were on Etsy and had no links to anything, then you come back, nobody knows you're back. And so you've lost all those customers that you had when you were on vacation. So that's why I recommend having that .com. It also boosts the credibility of your brand. So it shows that you care enough to invest money to build a separate website. So it's saying that you're like, hey, I'm legit. I love my business, and I really want to, I want you guys to, I've invested in my business, so I want you to invest in my business as well. Okay. the tagline. All right, the tagline is important because this is the one sentence of your business that people are going to remember you by. My Wick and Wonder candle company, the tagline is pretty candles for perfume sensitive people. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit more. I don't know if that can. Okay. So pretty candles for perfume sensitive people. I'm just checking the chat real quick, make sure you guys are doing okay. I'm gonna hit refresh. Okay. And a tagline needs to tell people what your product is and what it does. So my product is candles, and then what it does, it's for perfume sensitive people. So that means that it's my product is candles that people with perfume sensitivities or allergies can use without the side effects of, synthetic fragrances. Having the same tagline shows that you are 100% confident that this is what your product is, and it reinforces the idea in your customer's head that you are the go-to person for your candles. Now, let me talk about, I'm going to switch back to the screen for just a minute so I can talk a little bit about taglines. Here we go. All right, here I am. Okay, so with the tagline, one of the reasons why taglines are so important is because it helps people to remember you almost on a subconscious level. And Geico is one of my favorite examples. You'll see me talk about Geico a lot because they have the tagline, save 15% or more on your car insurance. And that's their tagline on everything. So you'll see it on billboards. You'll see it at the end of commercials. You'll see it on their website. You'll hear it on the radio. It's the same words over and over and over again. There is no variation to it. It is just save 15% or more on your car insurance. They might have some variations for like auto insurance and things like that. But what I mean is that they don't go say, get 15% off when you apply for our car insurance. It's not save more money on your auto insurance. There's no variation to those words. It's always the same exact words, save 15% or more on your car insurance. So when you're thinking about car insurance, you're like, we're going to go to save money on car insurance. Save 15% on car insurance. Who says that? Geico. And so that's built into your customer's head. Now it's a little extreme because Geico has a crazy ad budget. But inside of the handmade world, if you have a memorable tagline that people were like pretty candles for perfume sensitive people. One thing I did with that is I kind of use alliteration, and it's short, it's sweet, it's simple, but people know that, if they want candles and they have perfume sensitivities, I'm the person to go to, and apparently that the perfume sensitive candles is not a big thing in the candle world, but I'm the only person that seems to be doing it, or at least that I know of. And so people remember that. And I use that same exact tagline on my candles. It should be on my website. It should be on my Facebook. Again, I'm doing this workshop and I'm like, do as they say, not as they do, because my candles sold out last December. And I've been working on building this program for you guys because I'm more interested in helping you build an effective business until I can build my inventory. And so I will go back myself and go through the checklist. And so that way I can model you a great example for you guys. But yeah, so make sure your tagline is consistent. All right, let me go back to screen share. Hope you guys are doing all right. Let me know if you have any questions. I know the chat box is acting funny, but just let me know and I'll try to get to them when I can. All right, so I'm back to the mini bio. Mini bio is just a longer version of the tagline. I would say create a 25-word bio. That's a rough estimate. It shouldn't be too long. It should be short, sweet, to the point. You can use a little bit of fluff inside of your bio. I'm gonna take another sip of water, sorry. Okay. So you can use a little bit longer, but basically it should be a quick company description and how it can serve your ideal customers. Okay. And then we'll talk about image audit. So I put in this checklist, I did the checklist, and then I realized instead of doing the profile photo URL, you actually want to have a folder saved either on your computer or on your phone or both that has your profile photo that you're going to use for all of your social media programs or social media platforms, and then the same cover photo for all of, for Facebook specifically, because I think that's in Twitter, Facebook and Twitter. Have a folder saved, so that way you can go back to all of your social media and just click on the image, go back to your desktop, click on the image that you want and upload it. So you'll do that on Facebook, you'll do that on Pinterest, on Instagram, and just keep using that same image over and over. Again, it looks consistent. And you also, sometimes what people do with the cover photos is they use, oh my gosh, I have like so many thoughts running in my head right now. I don't know where to start. Let me start with the profile photo. Let me talk about the profile photo for just a minute. You want to use your picture. I'm going to actually go back to me. Hi, it's me. Okay. So you actually want to use your photo if you can for your business. Some people have a tendency to want to use their logo, and some people tend to want to use a picture of their product. And I'm not sure if I used my candle or myself on there. The only reason that I use, again, I'm not the best example. The only reason I probably use the candle picture for my candle company is to distinguish from my personal brand, which is Stacy Barnes, and then Brandon Blossom. That's my business side, and then, or that's my marketing consultant side. And then the candle company, I kind of want it. I want people to, when they see that, that's my candle company. But if this is your only business, I recommend that you use your picture, because I want you to brand you. And then you're like, what? Brand what? What does that mean? What it means is that people relate more to a picture, more to your face, than a product or a logo. So if I'm scrolling through my Instagram feed and I see a picture of a product and the profile photo is a logo, I see it like, oh, this is a business. They're trying to sell me something. So I scroll past it. I didn't realize that I did it until I did this workshop. I'm like, oh, you know what? If people have a profile photo of like a logo or something, then, and a picture of a product, you automatically assume they're trying to sell you something because it's a business. Whereas if it's a person, if it's a picture of you and you have a picture of a product, I am more likely going to stop and take a look at the product, because it looks like you're trying to tell me a story instead of trying to sell me something. Now, you might be selling me something, but I'm less likely to scroll past it because it has a picture of you, of a person, and instead of a product or a logo. So that's just my little tip right there. And then also the next thing it says under cover photo. So avoid making your cover photo, especially on Facebook, avoid making it look so salesy. Okay, so I've seen some people do this. They have a tendency to put promo text all over their banner image, their cover photo, and it just looks, okay, it looks bad. Let me just tell you real talk. It looks terrible when you guys put all kinds of text on there. It's like, buy great, candles, great gifts, call my number, 858-123-45678, and it's like got your phone number, it's got all your social media handles, and you're like, yeah, this looks great. It says everything on it. But when I go to your social media site, it looks so salesy. It's almost like, I can tell you're selling me something. And I'm going to talk about more about native posting in a minute. But you want to be native to the platform. You want it to use the platform as everybody else uses it. And I'm not saying blend in, don't stand out, but you don't want to look salesy. You want to stand out based on the quality of your product, the quality of your photos. You don't want to stand out because it looks tacky. Okay, just saying, real talk. So cover photos, use a very clean picture of your product. Do a photo shoot if you have to, or at least post a very, very clean picture of your business or photo or business or product for your cover photo. Okay, don't put a whole lot of text on there. All right, let me see what else I have on here. All right, and then finally, I'll just wrap up the checklist and then we'll move on. And then finally, the checklist, go ahead and just, when you're done with all of your social media things, you know what? I just realized I think this is the wrong checklist inside that I linked to, because oh wait, no, this one is interactive. I'm not sure, but the one that I have should be interactive. I think you're actually able to type on here. Yeah, this is the wrong one. I'll link to the right one, and I'll email you guys the right one, because I put cover photo on Instagram. I just realized, and Instagram doesn't have a cover photo. But yeah, you would just go through the checklist, go to Facebook, make sure your business name matches the information you put on the worksheet, make sure your tagline's the same, your bio's the same, website's the same, etc. And you would do that for all of your social media. I put Twitter/Periscope. They're not the same. Just because you update Twitter doesn't mean it updates on Periscope. But I figure that most people don't use Periscope, and I wanted to fit it on one page. But anyways, you get the idea. All right, so that is the checklist. This is for the workshop, which you're already watching. And then if you want to join the community, go to brandonblossom.com/brandcamp and join the community. It's free. It's a great way to get more tips and tricks on marketing for your business. So if you have any questions at all about marketing, just go ahead and post in there, and I'll make sure to answer any questions within the next 24 hours. I'm usually in there every day, and I try to reply to everyone. So it's a great place to reach me if you want to talk about marketing. All right, so I'm starting to lose my voice here. Let's keep on moving. I'm going to check the chat box again. I'm sorry that thing is acting up. Oh my goodness, I did not have any of these issues earlier. All right, so it looks like you guys are doing okay. All right, let's do this. I'm going to refresh just in case. Social media audit. Let's do screen share. Here we go. All right. This is the wrong one. Oops, my bad. My bad. Must be late for you guys if you're on the East Coast. Let me know where you guys are from in the chat box if you want. Just say, hey, I'm from Florida, or hey, I'm wherever. I love to know where you guys are watching from. That and lets me know the chat box is working too. All right, here we go. All right, so post native content. You want to post content that looks natural to the social platform. So on Facebook, use photos that tell a story to your friends. So, I mean, think of the post that you post when you're posting on Facebook. You know, what kind of stuff do you post? You post pictures of things that are going on right now. You're posting pictures of, events that are happening, things that are going on. So use those photos to tell a story. So kind of behind the scenes content. On Instagram, use clean and simple photographs. Instagram seems to work best when you used well-styled photos. I'm not saying use stock photos, or even you don't even need super professional pictures, but if you have a product, just take a picture of just your product against a clean backdrop, and it'll look a lot more native on Instagram than of some kind of cluttered picture. And it's also on mobile, so you can't have a whole lot of detail on Instagram. On Pinterest, use portrait or vertical images. Of Virginia, awesome. And I was just checking the chat box just now in case you guys are wondering what Virginia what. Okay, so on Pinterest, use vertical images. Avoid using square images or landscape images. Again, it looks clunky when you post that way on the platform. And then basically post what you would like to see, when using that social media platform. So it's almost like a no-brainer, but it's something that we don't tend to think about, is to post native content. So yeah, just post content that looks like it belongs there. All right, here's a 30-30 rule, but I'm actually going to switch to this slide for a minute and talk about no salesy post. And this is what I was talking about earlier about the cover photo having too much text on it. And then if you're posting too many discounts, too many sales, if your feed is all product and it's all, here's my jewelry, buy my stuff, look at this, look at that. It just looks so salesy, and it almost looks desperate. It starts to look tacky and unprofessional. And here's what happens. I'm going to take another sip of water. Oh, Rancho San Diego, you're right where I am at. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to take some water. All right. What ends up happening when you post these things is it results in less followers or disengaged followers. I'll switch screens for a minute 'cause I don't like talking to the slide. Okay, so when you start posting content that looks salesy, okay, one of two things happens. One, people will drop off and stop following you. Or two, it will result in people who don't care. Like, it's just, they didn't unfollow you because they didn't have the time to. They were just lazy. And you're like, okay. And so anytime you post anything, they're just going to ignore it. And you're like, but I'm still getting followers. Okay, let me tell you something. If you're still getting followers and you're posting all of this salesy content, check out who's following you. They're probably doing the same exact thing, posting all the salesy stuff. They're probably following you because they want to sell you something too. Okay, so I'll talk about, following ideal customers and things like that. But if you check your follower list and you're posting kind of the, buy my stuff sort of post, then the kind of followers you're attracting are other people who want to sell you stuff. So you really want to be cognizant of what you're posting. And that's what I'm going to talk about next is the 30-30-30 rule. And that attracts more of your ideal customers and it gets customers engaged and they're more likely to buy from you when you use this rule. Okay, so let me go ahead and switch back to the slide. Here we go. All right. Click that button right there. Okay, so back to the 30-30-30 rule. This was by Susan of Freshly Picked Up Moccasins. Okay, Susan has $1 million handmade business. So she sells handmade products made in the US. So this is a success story that I want you guys to follow. I want you guys to listen to the podcast because there is amazing, amazing, amazing content. It's not my podcast, but she did an interview and she talks all about growing her handmade business. And there's a lot of good gems in there. And one of them was the 30-30-30 rule. So she just mentioned this rule in there, but I'm going to tell you how it works and why it's so powerful. I'm going to go through the slide really quick and then I'll switch back to me. So I'm talking to you guys, but 30% of your content should be personal. 30% should be behind the scenes. 30% is promotional. And then if you're wondering what that last 10% is, it's up to you. It's just easier to say 30-30-30. Okay, so personal, behind the scenes, and then quote promotional. Okay, give me just a second here. Let me switch back. Okay, so 30% personal. What does that mean? Personal just means kind of what's going on with you. And again, personal content is more native to a social media platform than, a product. So if you just want to talk about yourself just for a little bit, I kind of like those pictures of, I think on Fridays, I forget, I think it's called hashtag Friday introductions on Instagram. And I like those. Those are one of my favorite posts because you get to see the maker, you get to learn about them and you get to know kind of a little about their favorite things, what they like. And again, this is about relating to your customers. People need to know, like, and trust you. So that's where this is the part where they get to know you. They're like, oh, this person's from California and she likes watching House of Cards or whatever show. And she's like, yeah, she's just like me. And they relate to you and they start to like you because you have more stuff in common. So that's personal content. You don't need to post about your personal life. You don't need to post everything. So you don't need to post like all the pictures of your kids. You don't need to do that with your business audience, but you do want to have some kind of stuff in there that they can relate to. That's basically what personal means, is content that they can relate to. And then the 30% behind the scenes. And this is going to, behind the scenes is the best part of your social media. In terms of business, this is the part that's going to help you the most. Okay. And I'll tell you why in a minute, but what behind the scenes content is like either an unfinished product, a picture of your workshop, or, something that you're working on, something that you're excited about. And, there's a periscoper, I'm thinking ahead. There's a periscoper who actually does the 30-30-30 rule really, really well. It's not an exact science. It's not exactly 30% personal, exactly 30% behind the scenes. But the way he does is it's so fluid. His name is Chocolate Johnny, and he's on Periscope. And he makes chocolate in Australia. But apparently he's one of the biggest Periscopers out there. Like, he owns the social media platform Periscope just because he doesn't own it, but you know what I mean? He rocks it, basically. And what he does is he gets on, he goes, hey guys, what's up? It's Chocolate Johnny here. And he talks to them about, you know, what they're doing now, where are they at. He engages with them. He engages with his followers, and he genuinely wants to know where they're coming in from. He talks about the weather, kind of who's in the store today, and it's really, really personal. And then he goes into the behind the scenes, and he's like, all right, so what are we making today? And he's like, all right, let's go make a hot chocolate. So he scopes about making the hot chocolate, or he'll scope about making some kind of, you know, specialty chocolate, some marshmallow covered something, and he'll show you how that's done. And here's how these two help you sell products. Okay, so you've got your behind the scenes and you've got your personal part of it. You're already invested in that business because you've invested your time. You spent time reading about them. You spent time learning about the behind the scenes process. So when the time comes to show your product, people are way more likely to buy from you than somebody who's posting a bunch of product stuff. Okay. So that is where the magic happens with this 30-30-30 rule. People invest their time in you. So they're invested. They're like, okay, I've already spent all this time learning about this person and watching the behind the scenes. And especially when it's an unfinished product, people are like, you know, they want to see the final product, and so they're amazed and excited to share this moment with you, like, hey, yeah, it's finally done. And so they celebrate with you. And even if they don't buy from you right there, you've already beaten out most of the other handmade businesses inside of social media. You've trumped probably, I'd say, like 80% of the other handmade businesses by following this rule, because you'll notice on social media when other handmade businesses, they're very salesy with their posts. But if you're doing this personal post, if you're posting behind the scenes, by the time you talk about your product, by the time you talk about this big sale that's coming up, people are invested in you. So this is the best thing for your social media business. All right, so let me just take a break real quick. Not a break, but I just want to make sure you guys are doing all right. Okay. You guys look like you're okay. Nothing in the box. Good, good, good. All right, so let's move on to how to get more followers. Okay, so let me share. How do you get more social media followers? Here we go. Okay, so post content on a consistent and regular basis. And Instagram's my personal favorite. I've used Instagram to grow Made Market, and you'll probably know if you've seen any of my personal accounts, like either Wicked Wonder or Brandon Blossom. I don't have a whole lot of followers. That's because I spend so much time helping other people. So Made Market, I've gotten 1,000 followers, I guess, within the span of 3 to 4 months. A lot of it was having, getting people to share the post out. But Instagram is my favorite platform for handmade businesses. And using the regular hashtags will help you. It won't get you to 1,000 followers, but it will help you increase it'll get you followers, a couple followers here and there overnight. So, I mean, I don't mean overnight success, but what I mean is it'll slowly build your following, and over time you'll get more followers using the hashtag. So let's say hashtag handmade. Sorry, I'm losing my voice here. Hashtag if you're doing candles, hashtag soy candles, hashtag I love candles, hashtag candle lover, and it's gonna be. Let me actually switch to the screen. I don't like talking to the slide. Okay, so one of the, it's going to take a little bit to get the hashtag thing down. You're probably going to try a bit and kind of see how it works. But when you do the hashtag, what I notice works better is when you use hashtags that that other people would use to find that product. So you could use stuff like hashtag handmade business and things like that. That's okay. But what you really want to do is kind of get the fans that love the product. And so there might not be a whole lot of people that follow that particular hashtag. For example, I think hashtag candle lover or candle addict, I think, is one of the popular ones for my candle company. But things like candle addict. And so somebody who loves candles is going to post that, and they're going to post, after they post they'll take a picture of a candle and type hashtag candle addict, and they're going to want to see who else put candle addict. So if you have a picture of your candle that says hashtag candle addict, you'll pop up on that feed, and you're going to attract somebody who loves candles. They want to see who else is a candle addict, and you make candles, so you are a candle addict. So it's going to take a little time to find those kind of magic magic keywords. Just experiment. And again, that's why posting consistently and posting every day is going to help you, because then you'll start to learn the platform a lot better. And I'm trying to think for a minute. Let's see regularly with regular hashtags. So kind of use those hashtags over time, make a note of what's working, what's not working. It could be just the post itself. So, don't give up after a few things, but what I'm trying to say is, if you kind of use more businessy hashtags, like hashtag, buy candles or something. I can't think of any off the top of my head. But if you use, there's one that doesn't really work. I think it's buy handmade or support handmade. No, use those. Those are good. I'm trying to think. Anyways, there's some that don't work, and there's some that seem kind of salesy. And if it seems salesy, that's probably the ones that aren't the best. So anyways, I'm losing my voice here. This is my second workshop, so I'm running a little bit low on energy, but thank you so much for sticking around. This is water. Okay, I promise you it's water. All right. Okay, let's go back to the slide. Create engaging and shareable content. So especially if you are using Pinterest, you want to use Instagram. Oh, you love Instagram, yeah. Create engaging and shareable content. You can't share content on Instagram, unfortunately, but you can share on Facebook and you can share on Pinterest. And so you want to create a post that people would love to tag their friends in, posts that people would love to share, with their friends. And when people share that content, you'll start to get more followers that way. And I'm going to skip over the loop giveaways because I have a whole mini lesson right after this. Follow your ideal customers in craft fairs and shops. So you want to actually with the craft fairs, and especially the retail stores. Now I talk about engaging in their feed. So this will get you a few followers. This will help you get started. If you find people that might like if you click the hashtag, candle addict, go ahead and follow them, and then kind of engage in a few of their posts, like their post or leave a comment or something. And when you leave a comment, you don't leave a comment trying to sell anything. You just leave a comment as if you're actually engaging and you actually like their post. And so people are like, oh, cool, this person likes my stuff. I'll go ahead and check them out and follow them. So again, this is how to get more followers. And it's a little bit, it's going to take some patience. It's going to take some time. But if you're consistent about it, if you're consistent about following the right customers, if you're consistent about posting good content and hashtags, be consistent about it, you'll get more followers over time. But the loop giveaways is kind of like the big boost when it comes to getting followers. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But following the shops. Okay. So I want to talk about this for a second. It's a little bit of a sidebar, but I know that some of you want to get into stores. So I'm going to stop for a second. Okay. So I've talked to, people who've owned shops, and I've talked to people with even, I call them influencers in my industry. And what they like is when you engage with them on social media, you engage with their newsletters, you kind of you engage with them before you try to sell them anything. Because I know you guys want to get in the stores. I know you want to expand your brand. You want to find bloggers and people like that who can share your product. But what you want to do first is kind of warm up their relationship, kind of go in, like their posts, comment on all their stuff. And that way they might not remember you or reply to you right away. But if you do it over time, and then you send them an email and saying, hey, I love your stuff. I check, I follow you on Instagram every day. I would love to, connect with you about getting my product in your store. By the time when they realize that they're like, Stacy, that sounds familiar. Oh, she's that girl that follows me, on Instagram. And so they will remember you. They might not always remember you, but at the very least, they'll know if, just by your tone, that you've been following them. Even if you, just post every day, it kind of moves you ahead of the line. And so that's why it's good to follow stores and influencers and things like that, people who can help elevate the status of your brand. don't go out, don't follow them just to use them. I don't want you to do that. I don't ever want you to use anybody, but genuinely follow them, engage with them, and that'll move you to the front of the line a lot faster than somebody who's never liked any of their posts, who's never replied to any of their newsletters, and just pops up and, hey, put my stuff in your store. Okay, so that's why it's good to engage with them on social media. It won't get you followers per se, but it'll at least kind of warm you up to the influencers. Okay. And trust me, it works. It works. I've gotten some great connections with that. All right. So let me talk about Loop giveaways. And this is a module actually that's inside of the VIP, my VIP Marketing Mastery program. So you're going to get kind of a sample of what the lessons look like. So inside of the VIP program, I'm not selling the VIP program today. I'm just kind of mentioning it here. But inside the VIP program, you'll have little lessons, and the Loop giveaways is actually one of the lessons inside of the program. So if you want an idea of what it's going to be like, here's one of the lessons that's going to be in there, and I'll go ahead and screen share. So let me see right here. Yeah, the content is super concentrated, so I don't have a whole lot of fluff. Like for the workshop, I'm on here and back and forth between the slides and the content. Inside of the VIP program, it's just the content. It's straight up content. Like you'll get a video that has these slides, and I'm not scrolling like this. It's actually a lot smoother than that. And then you get the slide deck and a worksheet, and it just goes, it gives you the content straight up, no fluff. But anyways, yeah, so that's why this kind of looks different than what I have already. And that's why this says branches, because that's one of the modules. I'm gonna make sure I'm doing all right. Okay, so I really wanted to get this done in about an hour, so I've got about 11 minutes left. I'll go through the content rather quickly, but if you guys have any questions at all, just let me know. Let me see. All right, thank you. All right, Loop giveaways. Loop giveaways are the fastest way to grow your list, and I'll talk about why they're useful, how they work, an example of a giveaway, how to find one, and how to start one. And I'm going to go through this kind of quickly. So if you want me to slow down, just let me know. We'll talk about why they're useful. They build your list very, very quickly, and it attracts the right people when you do it correctly. And the mega prize is more attractive than the single prize. So inside of a Loop giveaway, the prize is not just a bar of soap or even like 10 bars of soap. So I'm like, what is one person going to do with 10 bars of soap? Instead, the mega prize will have like a soap, a candle, some kind of spa, maybe an eye mask or something. And it's all products that people donate to a mega prize. And that's more attractive than just like 10 bars of soap. And it has that word of mouth effect that we talked about, how people start to refer you because you're asked to follow the next person in the loop. I don't know if you guys know what a Loop giveaway is. Oh, thank you so much. Okay. If I don't know if you guys know what a Loop giveaway is, but basically what it is do I have a thing how it works. Here we go. How it works. About 5 to 10 shops contribute one prize to create the big mega prize. And so the number of shops can vary. It can go from 5 to 10. I've seen even 50 shops. But 10 shops is a typical number. And then to win, a contestant needs to follow every single shop. So that's why it's better to do a Loop giveaway, because it requires everyone who follows to follow all of the other shops. And so you guys build your followers collectively, as opposed to you just running a giveaway straight on your Instagram. You don't really gain any followers. It's just you're posting to your same account already. And then after a deadline, a winner is chosen at random. All right, so an example giveaway. All right, so I had a hard time with this earlier because I can't screen share my phone, so I'm gonna do a browser window and kind of show you how this works. All right, so let's do this. Let's go to my browser. Here we go, Google. Alrighty, and let's go to my account, Instagram.com/freaking Okay, so this is my little candle thing, which has not been updated since Christmas. So anyways, this is the original giveaway. All right, so we'll click on this. And here is the picture of the product. Let me see, make sure you guys are seeing that. Okay. So this is the picture of the giveaway. And then here's kind of this, all this text that's in up here, everything, all this text in here. This is what every single person posts when they're hosting a giveaway. So it'll have the description of the contest, all of the participants inside of the contest, and then how to enter. So to enter, you follow. Okay, what you would do is you would click on the picture or tap on your phone. You would tap on your phone and you would click this person. I'm not going to do that yet, but you would click on that person and then go to their profile, find the same picture and like them, tap on the picture again, and then a different person will pop up inside of the feed. So you keep doing that until you get back, until let's say you click on the picture again and then it says Wick and Wonder, which is me. That means you've followed everyone. You've completed the loop. And you can, there's other things like if you want additional entries, tag 2 friends and comment in a photo, and that kind of gets more followers engaged. But basically you just want everyone to click and follow everyone who's participating, and that's how you guys get more followers. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and click on this person, and she's been posting a lot since the giveaway, so it's gonna take me a minute before I find the original giveaway picture. Let me see. Where is it? Holidays. I think I did it, but we did it before the holidays. Here we go. Okay. I see the winner, and now we're going to go find the giveaway. Okay, here's the giveaway photo. So we click on that. Oh, we found it finally. Typically, you won't have to scroll through 100 pictures to do the giveaway, but you would click on that, follow the next person, Blue Lily, and then follow them, find the photo, and keep going and complete the loop. But you get the idea, hopefully. Let me go ahead and click out of that. So that's how the giveaway works. Oh, I was going to show you the hashtag. Okay, how to find a giveaway. So you're like, okay, this is great. I'm in. So how do I find a giveaway? All right, let me go ahead and do. Let me show you how to do that. I go to Instagram and I look up the hashtag loop giveaway. And let me go ahead and do this. Let's go back to my page. Screen share. All right, I'm gonna try to do this pretty quick because I don't want to take up all your time. Click on here and then loop giveaway right here. I'm gonna click on that. And these are all the loop giveaways that are going on right now. So this is a great way to find one that's going on. And there's one earlier that I saw, have you entered to win? I think this one looks like a good giveaway. I'm not sure. I want to make sure that they're handmade items. This one is pretty in pink. I guess it's a themed giveaway. Let me go and click on that. This looks like a good one. Okay, so you gotta, I guess, I want to make sure that this is win over $1,100 in prizes from 30 Instagram businesses. Okay, I think this is all handmade. This looks really cute. Okay, so I would click on this, and then I guess I would click on the image. You're supposed to be able to click on the image and tap on the next person, but I'm not sure this one is working. It's also good to make sure that the loop giveaway is working. It might have not been the original image. Okay, this one has 274 likes. So I think this might be the original image. You want to be careful about posting duplicates because you don't want to confuse people into thinking that this is the post that they need to be following. So if you do repost the giveaway inside of your Instagram account, make it very, very clear that it is a repost and they need to find the original post. Okay, so I guess it's not working. It's not letting me tap on this picture. But yeah, what you would do basically is see if this person has participated or done any more giveaways, and see if they're gonna do any more. Or you could just contact the shop. I'm gonna stop that. Okay, so, or you could just contact the shop and see what they're doing. That's actually how I found my giveaway. Is actually I asked someone, you know, is anyone hosting a loop giveaway inside of a Facebook group? And so it wasn't through Instagram, it was through Facebook. Find local Facebook communities, or just local handmade. It doesn't even have to be local, just handmade communities. San Diego is big with handmade businesses, so I've been able to find, you know, handmade businesses. if you need help finding one, go ahead and join the our Facebook community, brandonblossom.com/Facebook, I think. And I think that's right. No, brandonblossom.com/brandcamp. brandonblossom.com/brandcamp. Post it in there. If you have trouble finding a loop giveaway and you need help, let me know. Otherwise, I would love to go into detail about finding one, but I am running out of time. So let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right. We are on the, let's see, example giveaways, how to find one. And then alternatively, you can create your own. Let me go ahead and switch back to the screen real quick. Okay. So how to find one. So you can use the hashtag loop giveaway, or you can either find local shops that have hosted giveaways recently, follow craft fairs or handmade organizations to see if they've made any announcements, or you can create your own. So I actually recommend participating in one before you start one, just because it's really overwhelming to host one on your own. I mean, just participating in one was real confusing for me. So make sure you participate in one, or at least a few before you try to start one. And then I recommend creating a Facebook group for centralized info. The email chains can be very, very cumbersome. So use a Facebook group to make sure all of the communication is in one spot. If they don't have a Facebook account or they don't like Facebook, too bad. That's what I say, because I can't stand email chains. Create a theme, so you can do like a Valentine's Day theme, a Mother's Day theme. The one that we just saw, it was like a pink theme. Set the terms, the number of shops that are allowed to enter, the deadlines, when they have to have the pictures, or when they have to have the product in buy, what time are they going to post the giveaway photo, what time is the giveaway going to end, and then specify the type of prize that they can have. So, it needs to be able to fit in a flat rate box, or it needs to be valued at $5 to $10, that sort of thing. And then create a graphic for the giveaway. I recommend using the photo because people can actually see what they're getting. The other giveaway we looked at had like pictures of the logos, I guess. No, it had the product in there. So yeah, it was good. Make sure you have the products. I think the loop giveaway I showed earlier was just logos. But yeah, do a graphic with the items in the photo if you can. All right, so that's it. This is just a recap, but you guys can read that later. All right, so let me go ahead and wrap this up. Hope you guys are doing awesome. I'm going to check the comment box real quick, make sure you guys are doing okay. I'm losing my voice again. All right, let me just refresh real quick. All right, so we've talked about why social media works, how to do an audit, and then what native posting means and why it matters. And then we talked about why promoting with price discounts kills your business. And then we talked about loop giveaways, which is the fastest way to grow your followers. And then finally, check out this free marketing crash course. So have I been talking to the screen this entire time? That's okay. I thought I was slide sharing, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and screen share now. So if you want to go into more detail about marketing your handmade business, take the marketing crash course. In the slide deck below, you can actually click on this link, brandonblossom.com/MCC, and then it will take you to, let me go ahead and stop this because it's gonna open in a new window in just a second. It will take you to this page. So I need to separate the ebook from the crash course. This is a ebook if you want it. It's 5 money draining marketing mistakes, and you can just download it. You don't need to enter your email or anything for the ebook. The ebook you can just download right away. And then this is the companion course to the ebook. So I do recommend getting the ebook before you do the course, but you don't need it. And then all you need to do is put your name and email address and hit subscribe, and the lessons will come to you via email. So you'll get a link to the videos, so the videos won't actually pop up in your feed. It'll just be the videos, and then it's just a series of about 5 videos. It's about 5 minutes long. I'm going to stop this. So yeah, just go put your email in there if you want to take the crash course, and you'll get a series of videos over the course of about like 3 to 5 days. I don't remember how I have it set up. I think it's only 3 days. And so you'll get 2 videos a day, and it'll teach you all the basics about marketing, why marketing is important, how it works, and then we'll go each day about 5 minutes for each video. It talks about exactly what component of marketing is. So product, price, people, promotion, that sort of thing. All right, I am so losing my voice here. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, if you guys want to hang out for just a minute and I'll show you what the marketing mastery course kind of looks like. It's in beta right now, but I'll go ahead and show you guys just to give you like a sneak peek of what that is. And this is after you take the companion course, like this is the course where you're like, okay, I need this, like I need more. I need to build a solid marketing strategy. So just go to brandonblossom.com/VIP, brandonblossom.com/VIP, and that will take you straight to this page right here. And this is just the sales page. This isn't the actual program, but I'll talk about what's inside of the program. So it's a step-by-step program that walks you through the framework of building a marketing strategy for your handmade business. And then it's designed specifically for makers of physical, tangible products. That doesn't mean like if you have digital planners or digital invitations or anything like that, that's okay. But if it's content marketing like coaching or consulting or ebooks, it's not really designed for that. But is this step-by-step? I have step-by-step. It's planned step-by-step so that you have a marketing I'm starting to lose my train of thought. Step-by-step planning guides to build your business at every stage. So we actually build from the ground up, and I show you how to do that. You get free upgrades and access to all future training. I'm actually going to do a graphic design crash course inside of the program that's probably going to be sold at $100, $200 by itself. But you get that inside of the program. And then you get an exclusive group forum and accountability. So the accountability is going to help you take action inside of your business. Then you can watch this video. It talks about marketing mastery. I go into detail about that. And then the pilot launch offer. If you want to pre-order the course, if you really, really, really want to go in depth right now, you can pre-order the course at $97. The program is valued at $500. And let me tell you, it's going to be worth a lot more when I'm done with it. Just because I'm going to be adding so many more bonuses. Right now, I want to get the program launched right now. And so it's valued at $500. And then in March, you're going to get the pilot program for $197. But if you really want, you could pre-order the program right now for $97, and you can just click on the button, and it'll take you straight to the sales page. And again, you pre-order before March. So I'm not making you guys get this right now, but I'm just letting you know it is available if you want to get it right now. If you're like, I need this, I want this right now, click on the button, go ahead and order. Here's some FAQ. I'll go through it really fast. The course is about 4 hours of content, and it's highly, highly, highly concentrated, like super concentrated. They're short. It's because I want to short and straight and to the point. So it might be a 10-minute lesson, but it may take you an hour to process what you just watched. You can get access to the content starting March 1st. So if you do the pre-order, you won't be able to get the content right away. Also, if you pre-order, you won't be charged until February 29th. So you don't have to worry about getting your card charged and not having any products. So you actually won't be charged until February 29th. And then after you order March 1st, then you'll get the content, you'll get the ability to log into the program. There is no money back guarantee for the pre-order. So if you want to buy now at $97, there is no money back guarantee, only because there's no way for me to give you that money back. Now, if you want to wait, the price does go up to $197 in March. But there is a money back guarantee if you decide to order in March. It talks about payment plan. I'll have a payment plan at the $197 level. There's no renewal fee, and I will be adding additional content. So let me go ahead and give you a sneak peek of what it actually looks like right now. So it's kind of a hot mess right now, and that's why I'm only doing it for $97 right now, because it's kind of got a whole lot going on right now. But this is going to show you exactly what it's going to look like when you get in. So once you register and you're in, you're going to see this. This is the actual VIP page. And then we'll start here. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. You'll have the start page, the modules, and the VIP community. So we go to the modules. There's 7 lessons inside of the program, or 7 modules inside of the program. And you can click on one of these. I think the Roots one is done. And it's also mobile friendly. So I don't know if I'll be able to do that on here where I can resize this. So yeah, if you have a phone, you could totally access the program on your phone at any time. So it's definitely mobile friendly. So let's go to Roots and just check out what's in there. I do have people inside of the beta program right now who are testers. I haven't really released. So this, I'm basically telling you, if you pre-order, the content is actually there. This program actually does exist. So if you do pre-order, you are going to get something. So I'm not just saying that, but anyway, so you would click on product, and then you would get this lesson. You would click play. Again, you can download the slides and the worksheet, and then the navigation on the side. So that's just a little sneak peek at what's going on. And again, let me resize it so you guys can see. It is totally mobile friendly. I love the mobile friendly. I spent hours making sure that this was mobile friendly. So yeah, you guys can access this from your phone. So if you have kids or something, you just want the sound playing kind of in your headphones or whatever, you can totally do this and watch this on your phone. All right, so that is it. And I also have the accountability group. I'm not going to talk too much more about the program. But thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation. Make sure to do the marketing crash course if you to learn more, or check out the VIP program and pre-order at $97. I mean, that is an amazing. I made it a no-brainer deal for you guys, but thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to come and watch this. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.